Welcome to Taste to Explore. My name is Darlene. Now today I have something delicious to show you. We are making a baked ziti. I would say it would be a Puerto Rican style baked ziti because there's so many different ways to make them, but I'm going to show you my way. So stick around. 2 pounds of ground beef. I have a pound of ziti pasta that's going to get cooked in a minute. I have salt and pepper to taste. I have a half a teaspoon of cumin. I have, my sazon. I have 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. I have a tablespoon of fresh grated garlic. I have 3 tablespoons of sofrito, and I will leave you the link to that below because it's absolutely fantastic when you do it from scratch. I also have here about 2 heaping tablespoons of tomato paste and whatever store brand you like of tomato and basil pasta sauce. So here it is. So simple, so easy, delicious once you put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook my ziti pasta just 1 to 2 minutes short of its time because I want it to be kind of like al dente, not too soft, because when we bake it, we don't want the pasta to get too mushy, because the point of baking is just to melt the cheese because everything else is cooked. Okay, so let's get right to it. Our meat to brown. I'm going to cook this down before we put the other ingredients in. Meat is fully cooked. As you can see, it didn't throw out much fat, so that's great. And I had lowered down my little stove here, so that way I can start to season my meat without burning my mixture over here. So as my stove is low, now I'm going to start putting in my garlic. I love fresh garlic. Let me remind you, every household does this differently. So, if this works for you, amen, So I know you're going to enjoy it. So the fresh garlic and the fresh sofrito. Sofrito is a seasoning base, herb base that has garlic, it has cilantro, peppers, onions, a whole bunch of wonderful flavorings that makes the dish. I mean, you can tell when somebody don't cook with sofrito. That's how amazing it is. It's a delightful ingredient to have, and every Hispanic or anybody else for that matter should always have it in their freezer, because it's kept in the freezer, not in the pantry. Okay, and I'll leave a link below on how to make that. So here's your salt and your pepper. It goes by flavor, so please taste your food. And if you just want to put adobo instead of salt and pepper, hey, go ahead. Sometimes you can change up or do as you please. You are the boss in your kitchen. You go as you want to flow, So this is going to be marvelous, however you put it. And here is Italian seasoning. Go light on the cumin because it's very strong. If you ever cook with it, a little goes a long way. And here is my sazon for some flavor and color. And I've been meaning to make a video on how to make homemade sazon and adobo. And if that's something that you're interested in, please give me a thumbs up and give me a comment below on what you want me to make next. It's always great to hear suggestions from other people. And then I'm putting the tomato paste. Now the tomato paste is a thickening. It gives a rich flavor of the tomato, which it will go just smoothly with the tomato sauce. But I need a thickening agent as well, because sometimes I don't like my meats a little runny. You know, I like a nice thick sauce, and this will be just perfect. And now I put in last my tomato sauce. And I'm going to turn my stove off because everything is done, and it's just going to sit here and just get to know each other. And now let's put everything all together. Whole milk mozzarella cheese, shredded, and then I have sliced monster cheese. Oh my god, this is so delicious with this cheese. But of course, if you want to substitute, you can do whatever you like, my friends. So they have a tiny bit of bite to it, and like I was saying before, that is the best thing to do, because you don't want to bake your pasta and when it comes out the oven it's all mushy and falling apart. So everything is mixed and combined. I have 2 cups of whole milk mozzarella cheese, by the way. I'm going to put some now because I want to make sure that every layer has, you guessed it, cheese. So I'm going to combine this for right now. Okay, there you go. All right, so I have my baking dish here. Is 9 by 13. I didn't grease it because this is going to create a lot of grease. So I don't want it to be so greasy, and it's fine. So pour everything in. Then the remainder cheese I'm going to place on the top. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 350. And this is just going to cook for about 25 minutes to a half an hour. It's just until the cheese gets bubbly. And if you like a golden brown. Now for the monster cheese. And this is what I like to do. Whether they're sliced or shredded, I like to just put it on top. And since I have a little bit of extra, I'm just going to break it off and try to fit it in areas that don't have. And then that's it. Goes to the oven. And I see you when this is all melted and all done, and we will do a taste test. Ziti is all done. It's gotten nice and toasty, as you can see. I actually allow it to cool off for about 10 to 15 minutes. But look at it. It's perfect to cut it in now. And that's what you want to do when you have lasagna or some type of baked ziti. You don't cut in it right away. You wait a while so that way the cheese can set, and then you cut in it. And it shouldn't fall apart on you. Right now, I'm going to cut in to do a little taste test. Nice. Absolutely scrumptious looking. Here it goes. Delicious when I tell you delicious. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. Hope you give this a try. Until next time, bye-bye.